Hi everyone, how you doing today? It's a little later than usual, but last week when I did the live Q&A around 4:15 Pacific time, I seemed to get more people on, so I'm going to try to do it around that time from now on. But today at 4:15, I had to go get a TB test done at the doctor's office, so that's why I'm a little later today. I don't know how often, but every so many years I have to go for my work at the school district and get a TB test done. So that's always, it's not that bad, but it's not any fun. And this time mine bled, so that really wasn't any fun. And then I have to go back Wednesday to get it checked. And then they'll give me a form I can send to the district. So that'll be good. And then I'll be all set again for however many more years. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. My youngest son and I are on spring break this week. I think we're probably the last ones to finally have our spring break. My older kids had it a couple weeks ago, and now it's our turn. And some of the other school districts around here had theirs last week, so we're the last ones to finally have spring break, but at least that means when we go places, there won't be too many people there. And that's what we did today. We went to Toys R Us because on the news they had said that that everything was 50% off, and they said things were going fast. So I told my son we could go and look, because if they're really 50% off, that would be a huge deal, because the toys are expensive a lot of times. So we went, and unfortunately we found out most things were only 10% off. And in fact, even Legos were only 5% off. So that wasn't really a big deal. Like something that was $130 was about $127. That wasn't very helpful. But because my son had done well on his recent report card, my husband said he could buy a couple of things less than $20 that were 10% off. So he got a couple Roblox characters and everything. So at least he didn't have to go away disappointed. We'll have to wait for another time when it's really a 50% off sale, and we'll have to not listen to the news. We'll have to find some other source that tells us if it's 50% off. So anyway, oh yeah, and I had to get shoes, my running shoes, because you guys know I talk about being healthy and that I walk, but I've torn my Achilles tendon 3 times, so I have to get good running shoes. So we looked at Big Five, but they were 4 cents more than the ones on Amazon. And I would have bought them, but from all the various things that I do that I talk about on my blog, like swag bucks and my points and other things, I've earned Amazon gift cards. So I had $17 of Amazon gift cards. So I just used that and bought my same running shoes on Amazon instead. And I paid only $32 for them instead of about $50. So and free shipping. So that was a much better deal. And oh yeah, Trader Joe's. Do any of you guys go to Trader Joe's? If you do, let me know, and let me know in the comments what you like to buy there, because I like to find new things to get. We go there whenever we're near there, because it's not too far away from our house, maybe about 15-20 minutes, but it's not like a place we normally go to. So when we're near it, then we usually go. And we like their puffs, white cheddar puffs and sour cream and onion puffs, and some of their chips, pita chips, like garlic pita chips and the cinnamon sugar pita chips. And my older son likes their barbecue chips. And then my daughter loves their green tea mints. So I got her like 4 packs of them, since we don't go very often. And the nice thing about Trader Joe's, a lot of things are really inexpensive. Everything we bought was only $1.99 each. So, and the puffs, I don't know if you've seen them, but they're a huge bag, and they're only $1.99. So Trader Joe's is a really good deal for things like that. So like I said, if you buy anything at Trader Joe's that you really love, let me know in the comments. I'd love to try something new there. All right, so on to what my post was about this past week. It was 7 easy tips on how to lose weight after 40. So I will put the link to it in the comments later on. But I want to let you know, I think you should check it out because it's been doing really well on Pinterest. And I posted it last Thursday, and on Friday, by Friday, I had over 520 clicks on it. So it's definitely something that people are interested in, how to lose weight after 40. So I'll let you know what some of my tips are, and then you can go check out the post for yourself when I'm done. So I talked about how I am 46 years old, and I've reached that magical age that really isn't magical at all, where you start to gain a little bit of weight. And if you've been following me on my Facebook page, you know that I've talked about that a little bit before. So it's not any fun to start gaining a little bit of weight. I tried really hard to make sure that I was either like at the under my weight range a little bit before I got to this point, so that when I started gaining the weight, it wouldn't be so bad, but I still don't like it. So I've been doing lots of research to find out how to lose that weight. You know, before I've talked about protein and how I eat the protein to help me stay fuller for longer and everything. So I found some other ways. So the first one is to increase your cardio, which really worked. I talk about that on the post that the other a week or two ago. I increased my cardio. I used to do about 15 minutes a mile, and I started going faster to a little over 14 minutes a mile. And so that I walk for 50 minutes 5 days a week. So that made it, instead of a little over 3 miles, I walked 3.2, sometimes even 3.4 miles. So I did that for a whole week, and that week I lost a pound. So that was really good. So I'm going to try really hard to keep it up. This week I won't be able to walk that fast because I'm walking with my son, but he and I did increase our normal speed that I walk with him by a minute just today. So we'll see. We're trying to get him ready for middle school too. So hopefully it'll help both of us this week. The next one was about adding in some strength training. There's various really low weights that you can add in. There's exercise bands, which is what I use when I do my back exercises. I used to do ankle weights when I ran when I was younger, so you can read more about that in the post. And one of them is take a quick nap. This isn't something that I do, but it was suggested in the Family Circle magazine that I read. And it says that that can really help a lot of people. Sometimes they need just a little quick cat nap, and you can read why that helps in my post. And about paying attention to the medications that you take. Fortunately, I'm not on anything. The only thing I take is a multivitamin, because that's all I have to take. But a lot of people have to take other medications, antidepressants, other things, and unfortunately those can have the side effects where it can do things that lead to weight gain. So it suggests maybe talking to your doctor to see if he can adjust any of your medications or to help you with that, so that the medications aren't another factor making you increase your weight. And the fifth thing is about making the time in between eating longer. It's definitely something that you need to talk to your doctor about before doing this. Like, I can't do this because I have to eat every 2 hours. I have low blood sugar. But there's been some research going on about how this has been beneficial, so you can read about that on my post. Sixth thing is make sure you get enough fiber. So that links into the protein article that I mentioned earlier. So that's really important to make sure that you get enough fiber, and you can do that by adding whole grains and other things. You can read about that in my post. And C, as we've already just talked about, a couple of things, make sure you talk to your doctor about. So of course, the seventh one is to make sure you see your doctor regularly. A lot of the things I learned about adding the protein and the fiber and all those kinds of things was from my doctor. So your doctor can help you. If you go to your doctor and say, hey, I'm starting to gain this weight, I don't like it, what can I do about it? And he can give you some kind of a plan or ideas, suggestions that are perfect for you. Because what may work for one person may not work for you, and your doctor will know that because your doctor knows you and your health and everything the best. So that's one of my best suggestions that I have, is to go see your doctor. I know mine has helped me a lot since I don't like medication, and he knows that. He gives me a lot of great alternatives and things that I can do. He gives me tons of food suggestions. He gives me resources I can look at. He knows I like books besides websites, so he gives me links to websites that I can go look at to help, or he gives me books. So your doctor can be really helpful with all of that. And then I included some really awesome resources at the bottom of the post. I have a blogging friend named Sam or Samantha, and she is over 40 and she looks awesome. And she describes herself as a certified weight loss coach, personal trainer, colon cancer survivor, RN, over 40, coffee drinker, hot flasher. So going through a lot of the same things all of you guys are, but yet she's been able to do a good job and stay in shape and stay fit and healthy. And she has 2 free things that can help you with that. And they're awesome. She has 2 different things. One of them is about, it's called How to Eat to Burn Fat. And there's 5 simple changes you can make to start seeing results quicker and easier. So you can sign up for that. And then she has a second one that is a 5-day challenge, of course, and they're all free, absolutely all free, about how to go from storing fat to burning fat, which is definitely something important that we can learn to do. So those are all on near the bottom of my posts for you to check out. And then I also linked to the products that I use and that I suggested that you can use, the running shoes that, in fact, I just bought today. I linked to that in there, and some of the weights and the exercise bands and things. So I'll leave a link to that post in here and my comments so that you can go to it, and I hope you check it out. Because like I said, over 500 people on Pinterest checked it out in just one day. So it's definitely something people are interested in. So I hope you go check out my post. And as always, if there's anything you need, let me know either here in these comments or just comment on my Facebook page. Or you can just message me if it's not something that you want to put out there for everybody to see. So I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, probably around the 4:15 time, because I think that seems to work better for everybody. So I look forward to seeing you again next week, and I hope these tips help you learn how to lose weight. All right, thanks, guys. See you next week. Bye.